Borderlands 4 finally answers the question nobody thought Gearbox would. What happens when Pandora's bite-sized zones get smashed into a single full-fat open world? Short version, combat slaps, movement cooks, and Kairos is a playground with real altitude. Longer version. Those playground fences are made of invisible walls and co-op gremlins that occasionally eat your homework. Stay with me for the build that fixes the early loot drought and why this might be the best Borderlands since 2. With an asterisk, context first. Reviews are landing in the low 80s on the Critic meters, with IGN calling it a kick in the pants. Game Rant planting an 8 out of 10, and Eurogamer admiring the tone while side-eyeing the world design. Translation. Consensus says strong return, disagreement says at what cost. That split is the whole story here. Bold take. Borderlands 4 gets the feel right and the flow tangled. Gunplay is the slickest the series has been, tight recoil, cleaner hit feedback, and the new movement stack turns arenas into geometry puzzles you get to solve with high-velocity shrapnel. Enemies force you to use that kit. Reflectors, crystal shells, mobile artillery dogs, and bosses that sprinkle light mechanics. Think toxic peel phases, floor is lava interludes, and grapple checks, so you can't just face tank with legendary shotguns. It's not Destiny Raid Brain, but it's way more interesting than Circle Strafe, the bullet sponge. Where the sources agree, tone and pacing are better. The writing backs off the fire hose of Wacky for something closer to BL1's dry smirk. The Timekeeper is the best antagonist since Handsome Jack, less meme, more menace, and the cast lands jokes without hijacking scenes. The campaign itself. About 40 hours if you're sightseeing, with 3 parallel region arcs after a long intro and side quests that actually use the open world. You'll heist, you'll fix a crawler, you'll play couples therapy with an AI in a murder toilet. Borderlands gonna Borderlands. Where the sources clash, the open world. IGN loved the freedom loop but slammed into nope surfaces and artificial barriers. Eurogamer called Kairos a stack of plates that funnels you down one approved path. Game Rant praised the map readability and vehicle revamp. All 3 are right. The regions, Fade Fields, Terminus Range, Carcadia Burn, look great and host neat activities, but traversal design is conservative. The tools say go anywhere, the terrain often replies not like that. When the GPS contradicts the cliff geometry, your momentum dies. That's the theme park trap. Lots to do, less reason to play between POIs. Let's talk kits. The 4 Vault Hunters are bangers top to bottom. Vex can go full elemental caster or pop spectral doubles. There's legit lifesteal sustain and crowd control baked in. Rafa is the Swiss Army DPS, shoulder cannons with crit extend, arm blades for melee, gremlin energy, or the lance for burst. Harlow is battlefield control, bubbles, lifts, and team setups, underrated when the action gets vertical. Amon brings chunky melee and cyber armor that feels finally viable, not cosplay. Crucially, the 3-tree layouts are flexible enough that respecs actually change your loop. It's not Diablo PoE level permutation hell, but it opens real team comp variety. And the skip campaign after 1 clear straight into Ultimate Vault Hunter at level 30. That's a thoughtful nod to Altaholics. The guns, still the star of the circus. Manufacturer identity pops again. Jacob's pophead dopamine remains undefeated, and the cross-pollinated perks create the right kind of chaos. Complaint bucket. The early RNG spools slowly in an open world, and too many charge time toys show up before they earn the delay. If you're stuck in the purple desert around levels 15 to 25, run a precision core and spec into any on-kill sustain. Pattern interrupt. The most Borderlands thing I saw was a throwing knife that collapsed mobs into mini black holes on a 2-second cooldown. For about 4 hours, physics became my pet. Endgame is where opinions fork. BL3's mayhem grind and activity pile were dense. BL4 launches lighter, weekly modifiers on story reruns, a repeatable boss, and a roaming legendary vending machine. It's a floor, not a ceiling. IGN and Game Rant both expect post-launch legs. Eurogamer shrugs at the treadmill. My take, good bones, needs more meat. The modifier suite, elemental eaters, centripetal black holes, etc. adds spice, but the codex is thin, so you'll accidentally heal something until you learn the hard way. That's fixable with UI, performance and co-op, the spicy bit. Solo is mostly smooth on decent rigs, lower-end PCs report hitches. Co-op is where gremlins party. Dissing teleporting enemies, quest flags going on strike, vendors showing tumbleweeds, maps not revealing for non-hosts. It's not unplayable, it's trust taxing. If your joy is 4-stacking the galaxy every night, consider waiting a patch or two. If you're cool with duo solo, the juice outweighs the pulp. A quick spoiler in 3, 2, 1. Structural. After the intro, the campaign splits into 3 region arcs you can tackle in any order before the final push on Ascension Tower. No plot bombs beyond the premise, back to safety. Platforms and timing, out now on PC, PS5 and Xbox Series XS. A Switch 2 port is dated shortly after. That matters because this is the rare looter shooter that actually benefits from better movement inputs and stable frames. If you've got the option, pick the platform your crew can keep above 60. So, buy, wait, or skip. Buy now if you love Borderlands gun feel and want a fresh map with real movement tech. The campaign and kits are worth the ticket. Wait if you're co-op first or endgame only. Patches and content drops will matter. Skip if open world funneling and occasional bugs short-circuit your fun. BL2 still exists and Tiny Tina's Wonderland scratches a different itch. Payoff. The series needed a directional reset more than a numbers bump. Borderlands 4 finds its soul again, less screech, more swagger, then stubs its toe on world geometry. I'll take that trade. If this cadence keeps up, Year 1 patches and DLC could turn a great into a must-play. If this kind of no BS deep dive is your thing, hitch a ride with Veteran Game and hit subscribe. If you're nodding or fuming, toss a like so this take survives the algorithm. Final spark to argue in the comments. Is Borderlands 4's true open world a net win for the genre? Or did Gearbox prove that looter shooters are better as tightly curated arenas with great fast travel?